All right, peace, peace, peace. What up? Just want to come back for a video. First and foremost, hopefully the Most High in your house shines blessing all day. By His mercies, we aren't consumed. Let's go out there. You know, we're alive. We're alive in the Most High in your house. Our body and naturally, we're alive, man. So I want to go into this, man, because you know what? I want to talk about this, man, because let's grow. Like let's go out there showing that love and kindness to one another, man. You know. Because actually today, the verse of the day on my Bible app is John 13:34. Like, just love one another, man. That's how you know we're the most high house as disciples. But yeah, I want to go into this, man. Speaking of this, man, that love. But because the brother talked about it on last night on the class on Sunday, the first one. I was just thinking about this. And also, too, shout out to brother Kwame Call and Shalimar, because they brought this out. I wasn't familiar with this verse, but when they read it, like on Tuesday, I believe, at the camp on Tuesday on the video they did on Tuesday. Um, you know, I was thinking about that's why, and the brother from Assembly Firstborn, he touched upon last night about like the concept of like why Yahushua said no. Let's just get into it. Matthew, like when he was praying against Gethsemane, but when he was sorrowful in death about to die, but there's a reason why he told them this, man, because. Let's think about this, man. Let's think about this real quick, man. Because let's get this in Matthew real quick. Because when the disciples fell asleep when and when your house was at its weakest. So, this all lines up with something real quick. There's a reason why, at least from my perspective, man. Um, you know, yeah. Yeah, man, because this is all like keeping it, and what's the concept they call keeping Vigil, like Vigil, pretty much, not like what they say, Vigil, not what what is modern day now, because a lot of times modern day people in Christianity or other places where they light up candles and do prayers for people. No, that's something new about keeping Vigil. I think it was called, like just having open prayers. But we know Matthew Yahushua gave us a game how to pray in Matthew 6, pretty much. Uh, uh, yeah, because those are keeping vigils when people pray openly in the street and holding candles and pursuing the scripture. You're not supposed to do that. So but yeah, but keeping vigil back in the if you really look at the origins of it, it's like when you can pray for a long, like when just staying like just having the spirit pretty much to pray pretty much even when you're tired, pretty much. Just I'm paraphrasing, I'm trying to remember it, but that's what it is. I believe I gotta look at the definition again. It's been a while since I looked at it, but you know yeah, man, because it was like a thing. But let's get Matthew 26 real quick, because there's a reason why. Matthew 26, and it says um it, verse, because this is when he was sorrowful, and I'll start verse 38. Matthew 26 and verse 38. Yeah, and this is also too, man. Like the brothers going to last night, brother, send me your firstborn. Like not putting yourself above what's written, man. Because if Christ felt like he was at the point he was so depressed, so sad, so melancholy that he wanted to die, how much more will it happen to us, man? Anybody shoot, that's even in the word. How much more out the word as well, but even in the word too, man. So like and everybody like needs to be. That's what he said. What did he say to Peter? Strengthen your brother, man. Because everybody needs to be. That's why I would like that you 1 in 20s real quick, build each other up in the faith, man. Like strengthen your brother, man, because like the brother even said, just because somebody's a man doesn't even mean they're strong. Or even in the word, man, doesn't mean everybody's not at the same, like the Romans 12, like that measure that the Most High gives each person. So but let me grab this real quick, man. Let's get Matthew 26 and 38. It says, Then he said unto him, My soul is exceedingly sorrowful, even unto death. Tarry ye here and watch me. And many, I'm sorry. And he went a little further and said, and fell on his face and prayed, O my Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt. So yeah, doing the Father's will. Like he said, I came to do the Father's will. Listen, he said, listen, because I understand the mission is bigger than me. It's about your will. It's about the Most High's will, man. And it came, and he cometh unto the disciples, and said, and findeth them asleep. So yeah, here's the point. And he cometh unto the disciples and findeth them asleep, and saith to them, Peter, what could ye not watch? What could ye not watch with me at 1 hour? In verse 41, it says, Watch and pray, for that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. So exactly, yeah, man. So, but it says, from those on verse 4, he says, It says, he says, and he come unto the disciples and find them asleep, and he saith unto Peter, what, could ye not watch with me 1 hour? Yeah, so let's look at this real quick. Let's think about it. Let's go Song of Solomon real quick, man, because we'll watch this. Because remember, Yahushua is king. Even though let's look at some real quick, man. Uh, uh, Song of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 7. It says, and and behold, his bed, which is Solomon, was behold his bed, which is Solomon's 60 valiant men are about it. And I'm sorry, let me read this again. Song of Solomon 3:7. Behold, his bed, which is Solomon's, 60 valiant men are about it, of it valiant of Israel. They all hold swords, and being expert in war, every man had his sword upon his thigh, because of fear in the night. So yeah, let's look at this for a minute, because he had 60. So listen, the king, because even though Yahushua was asleep, but it's just kind of reverse in this aspect, right? Because his disciple fell asleep, but the king, but notice how Solomon had soldiers, had his most valiant warriors, protect him while he was sleeping, while the king's protection, man, while you see, not that they need, but no, yeah, he did need at this time their kind of protection during that time, because he saw falling to death, he was and it's ironically enough, it was at nighttime too, but notice how this is kind of reversed. Like the disciple, the valiant men, were asleep, but Yahushua, there's the reason why they were up, man. Because think about this. Let's read this one more time. Behold, his beds, which is Solomon, of 60 valiant men are about it, and the valiant of Israel, and they all hold swords, and being expert in war, every man his sword upon his thigh, and because of fear of the night. So yeah, man. So that's what it is, man. Because whenever you're head, the king, or exactly the king, or a ruler, or a leader of a gang click crew, man. Because I was watching a clip of The Wire, man. It was pretty much like, man, when the Wire, the police, the feds, the police, they was hot on Avon Barksdale, man. And Stringer says to him while they was in park, he said, listen, man, he took his pager, he said, listen, man, all that stuff, me and the character Weebay, one of his crew member, he said, listen, all that stuff, we gonna do all that stuff, man. We ain't gonna have you using the phones, we ain't gonna we ain't gonna have none of that, man. We ain't gonna have we gotta protect you, man, because people after you. Let me get your pager. Let's get this, all of that stuff. You gotta stay out because they own you. So that's what it is too. Whenever you're you're the king, ruler, or leader, or something like that. You want your soldiers, your confidants, to people under you to protect you, man. Honestly, man. And it's I was even put it on my movie channel, The End of Belly. Now this is different because Yahushua knew he had to die, man. It's because if y'all ever seen the movie Belly with DMX and Nas and Method Man and all that stuff, at the end, the guy in the Nation of Islam, he sent his men out the room because DMX character, Buns Tommy, he was going to kill him, but because he's okay, he's all right, I knew he was about to come and kill me, so he sent his men out. So it's kind of similar in this aspect of Yahushua because he knew he had to die. So he's listen, he didn't even want to. He's listen, well, I have to because it's bigger than me. But and he did it for one. He did it too, Ezekiel, for his name's sake, but also too, he did because the Father's will for him and Yahushua, him, the Most High, and his namesake, and also he died for us as well. But yeah, let's look at this again, man, because this also lines up too. Let's grab this too. Song of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 7. Behold, his bed, which is Solomon's, is 60 valiant men are about it, and valiant of the valiant of Israel. They hold swords, and being expert in war, every man hath his sword upon his thigh because of fear of the night. So yeah, man, that's just is what it is too. So that's why Yahushua said, listen, why can't y'all stay up? Because listen, Solomon had his soldiers stay up with him, protect him while he was asleep, man. So that's what Yahushua kind of needed. He wasn't asleep, but he's praying, man. It's but it's reverse, they fell asleep, man. So that's another reason why when I look at this and I heard the scripture, I thought of it, and and notice how it says what you come Let's look at verse 8. They hold swords, being experts in war, and every man had his sword upon his thigh because of fear of night. So yeah, man, exactly. So yeah, so yeah, so let's grab this too. Let's get the Hebrews, man, because it says the valiant man had swords, man. And this is let's look at this, man. this aspect, it's a spiritual war now. Like, it's a spiritual, like, sword now. Let's grab Hebrews real quick. I could get Hebrews Revelation, but let's go Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. It says, "For the word of Yahweh is quick, powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing and dividing asunder the soul and the spirit of the joints and the marrow and the discerner of thoughts and the intent of the heart." So yeah, man, this time, man, like, this is the word, man. Like, that's like, they had to protect the word, which is Yahushua, man. Like, these swords now is the word, man. So that's it. And also to like Revelation, but also to like this is akin to like defending the gospel, man. Like, that's why he said, listen, watch and protect me, make sure that nothing happens to me, man. Because like, because that's just is what it is, man. Because Solomon had his men. Solomon had men like protecting him while he's sleeping. So Yahushua need that same protection. No, it's not coming at Peter or the disciples. I'm saying this is my viewpoint, man. Because and also too, this lines up with like on earth as is heaven, man. Because like just like let's get Psalms 91 real quick, man. Because this is what this lines up with as well. Because just like remember I was actually talking about this with a brother, one of my brothers a few like 2 days ago, man. Like how Elijah showed Elisha that there was armies in heaven, even though he gave him eyes to see. Like that's really how I said, well, on earth as it is in heaven, man. Like just so let's get this too. And this lines up with Psalms 3 too. That's why like even the shout out to Brother Chronicles Judah, he said, listen, man, we're supposed to like as Jake, man, like us like Jake, man, the so-called black man, we're really here to be the physical manifestations of the angels in heaven, man. That's how we're supposed to be operate, man. Why? Because Hebrews 13 and 2 even says that, like your heavenly brother, man, entertain entertain angels unawares, and also too, man, like what did John, the angel said to John the Revelator? I'm just your brother, man. Like I'm just in the spiritual realm, you're just in the physical realm, man. So that's just is what it is too. Let's get Psalm chapter 91 and 11. It says, "For he shall give his angels charge over thee, and to keep thee in all thy ways." So yeah, man, even while you sleep too, man. Like and that's what Solomon's men, like his soldiers represented, man. Those angels that keep charge of you and just in the physical realm, like because let's get to Psalms 3 and 5, because it's one of my favorites here. Like that's why I always say, listen, even if you're going through something, man, take a nap, sleep on it, man. The Most High House will maintain you, man. And also too, like that Mark 11. After you pray, do that Mark 11:24. Pray like it's been done. Just take a nap, but sleep on it, man. Like they even say, like shoot, I got this plenty of times in in my life, like even before the word, and even sometimes people say that in the world, like just sleep on it, man. Just take a relax about, pray and sleep on it, man. That's not that you're not gonna do anything about it, pray and sleep on it, man. Like trust in the Most High your house shot, man, too. But also too, this lines up with this, like that song of Psalm 3, and because listen, he just said he'll keep angels charge over thee, right? He says, and those men were supposed to be representing the angels, right? Actually, no, I can grab that in second edges too, just to make that point. All right, it said Psalms chapter 3 and verse 5. It says, Psalms 3 and 5. "I laid down and slept, and I awaked, and the Lord sustained me." Yeah, man. So like then he say he'll have angels. We read in Psalms 91. He will kept angels charge over thee, man, even while he's sleeping, man. Like and those what their word Solomon's men were supposed to represent, man. But yeah, man. Let's get that. What do I want in that? Okay, right. I'll grab that side right 22. Let's see. I had no idea why I had 25. I had no idea why I had that. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hit that too. Let's get the second address one real quick, just to show you that we're supposed to be physical angels, man. Like and all angels too need messenger. When you see how angels now, it's talking about like the physical. The actual angels, but it's talking about like a messenger too. But let's grab this too. Second Edges chapter 1 verse 39. It says, "Unto whom I will give for leaders." So you go into that leaders what we just talking about. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Hosea, Amos, Micah, and Joel. This is I think it's Obadiah right here. Obadiah and Jonah, Nahum, Habakkuk. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure who this is. Okay, Habakkuk. Oh my gosh. Who's this? Who's okay? I gotta read in the other translation. Uh, oh my gosh, yeah, Haggai, Zechariah, because I gotta skip over that one because I'm not sure who this Sophoni is. Haggai, I think this means supposed to be Haggai, Zacharias, and Malachi, which is also called the angel of the Lord. So yeah, I'm not sure. I think that might be uh in verse 40 before Haggai, but it's all good. Let me read it in another translation. Yeah, man. But see, notice how they're called angels. Yeah, pretty much. Let's go second that just in here. In 140. Let's get in the Good News translation. It says Second Ezra chapter 1 and verse 40. Yeah, I'll just read 40 again. It says, I'll read it 39. Look at your leaders I have given them: Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Hosea, Amos, Micah, Obadiah, Jonah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai. Okay, that was Zacharias. Okay, Zechariah, and Malachi, who is also called the Lord's messenger and means an angel. Yeah, so this is going to like how we're supposed to be angels and how the prophets were even called angels too. Wasn't David called an angel? Like, so yeah, angel just means messenger as well. So, and that's see that with Solomon, man. Like, those his soldiers right there are supposed to be represented spiritually. If you're looking at it, it's supposed to represent angels. If you're looking at it in the aspect of that Psalms 91, like he'll keep angels charge over thee, and also to that Psalms 3, like even while you sleep. So but yeah, man, that's just yeah, man, and also too, man, that just goes into like the how shot is needed. Listen, like as Sarek says, I'm not ashamed to defend our friend, man. Like defending the gospel at Jude 1 and 3, right quick, man. But that this all ties into like spiritually, man, looking at it, man, like because it's how like, but it's just kind of like the reverse in that aspect. I'm saying this to say it's a reverse in this aspect because you listen, Yahushua, even though he wasn't asleep, he was praying, but he needed his men to watch out for him. But they fell asleep. But Solomon on the other hand, like he had his while he was asleep, he had like 60 men of his most mightiest soldiers, like protect him while he's asleep, man. Because listen, man, that's actually they even do that now. That goes to show you there's nothing new under the sun. Even if you watch all the medieval, like the ancient movies, like even in the ancient world, even during the Dark Ages, the Byzantine Empire, the medieval times, even until now, they always have that, like when the king or president or ruler sleeping, they have men like men around them that protect them while they sleeping. Now, sometimes too, this in history, this happens even in the word, but because especially if you read second and in the kings, in the history of the kings, but in the ancient world, it's very common for different sometimes like to different soldiers or to assassinate their king or to conspire to kill the king just to take their place, man. So that will happen a lot of times too while the king was sleeping. Now, but that this is like secular history. That's just a little fun fact too. But I'm pretty sure y'all brothers and sisters knew that. So, but yeah, man, this is good. That just goes into that, man. I just want to show you that dichotomy of at the end. We're probably the reason why Yahushua said that, man, because listen, you had Solomon, like his violent soldier while he was sleeping. While he was sleeping, they were watching him. They were making sure that he was okay, and like they had their swords out, But now the sword being the word, like they need, like and Yahushua needed him, his disciples spiritually, like to watch with him, man, to be with him, man. Because remember, what 2 is better than 1, things of that nature, and like or 2 and 3, I'm there. So like there's strength in numbers in that. So, but even though he wasn't asleep, like the disciples fell asleep, but the king was up, but all his soldiers fell asleep. I just want to show you that dichotomy, man. That's coming from my point of view, man. Why Yahushua said that and line that up with Song of Solomon, like and yeah, man. So hopefully it's edifying, man. So peace.